Hello everybody and welcome back to WoW Mods, and we're back in what used to be the Suramar mod, and I still don't have any ideas of what I want to call this, but it's not going to be the Suramar mod. Of course, in the last video in the channel you got to see some of the changes that I made. There's still a lot of like rough errors or mistakes or things that I have to correct. For example, the sea level. If you remember last time, for whatever reason, I think it wasn't showing up in game. But yes, I had to lower the water level to match it to other parts of the terrain. So I'm going to have to modify all of this. This, of course, was sort of the central structure to the city, where I had this sort of mana crystal, this purple mana crystal fountain. I'm not quite sure what to call it. I removed the big structure that was here in the middle because I'm gonna do something different here. I want to have it be different to what it was. I didn't quite like the bridges. So that's still to come. This as well also has to be reworked one way or another. We can go through, we're going to go quickly through the city just to show you what the texture changes that we did, how that came across. Of course, you can now see the mountains. That's one of the more striking things that you can see in the city that you couldn't before, is now when you're in the city, you can actually see the hills and mountains. Of course, in the back, you'll see the remainder of sort of like the Naga town and whatnot. So you know what? The thing about this city was it really taught me a lot of things about modding. One of the things that it taught me was to be a little bit more careful with terrain and not do things so flatly, but it also taught me how to, incorporate like details, how to think about like areas and the placing. One of my favorite areas of this zone has to be, of course, the park. Because I think it's just really wonderfully done. If you don't mind me tooting my own horn, we have to get rid of this. We have to fix these shrubberies again. Yeah, I think it came out really nice. It's one of my favorite parts of the city. There are some other parts that I'm not so crazy about, like the center port area. Other areas that I really should be sort of like removing certain elements off of it. Just gonna do a little flight here, take you to what was the sort of like in structures, and if we fly across to the other side, this is sort of where we have the whoops, this is where we have the magic sort of like library aspect. Again, I like these things very much. What else? I've got some weird NPCs there that I'm not going to show you yet because I'm testing them. What else? I guess I could show you this NPC. So these will be it's not a final skin, don't worry about it, I still got some plenty of work to do on it. But these are kind of going to be the NPCs that are going to be populating these. So they're highborn of some sorts. I still haven't decided whether they're some sort of cultists, whether they're a different branch. Remember, I'm sort of trying to build my own lore section here. We in the back, in the distance, you can obviously see the what's gonna be the Naga occupied palace. Bear with me, I'm not going to take you there just yet. Like, I'll get you close to the water so that you can see how that's gonna break up, but I'm not gonna necessarily take you up there yet because there's still a lot of like texture work, there's still a lot of detail. It's very rough. Sometimes I work with silhouetting, and I liked the positioning of this silhouette here. Now all I have to do is make sure that this sort of structures itself as a palace. If you've seen some of the previous work that I've done, trust me, it'll be all right. It'll be fine. Right, we have to take care of these grass doodads now that we've changed the color of the grass. I actually like it a lot. I don't understand, or I don't know why I didn't think about just going with this palette to begin with. But there you go. There you have it. So here is the town center, not the town center, the sort of like plaza area, right? We've got the boats. Oh, there's something sort of like interesting here. Oh, look at all these flowers. This is the edge of the water. Of course, the water is going to continue that away much further, and the skies, I've decided the skies are all going to be stormy across the entire island. I will make some of these coastal and water areas blocked off, so you won't be able to go further that way, because like I said before, we're, as you can see here in the back, we're still building off of the huge continent that is the Emerald Dream, so that will keep players from wandering off this mysterious location of the island. I'm just testing here with a little bit of the fog, as you can see, because I want the island to be sort of like mysteriously surrounded by this fog. And oops, going a little bit too far into the area that I don't want to show you yet. What else is there to show you? Just maybe perhaps a quick flyby or a quick walk down memory lane, coming across this sort of twilight forest area. And let's just go ahead and jump into the teleport zone. I'm not entirely sure what I want this zone to be particularly, but it's obviously going to be a portal to either a portal hub that I'll have in my server or whatever. Here is the larger mountain area. Of course, you can see the crystals, the Alliance town. I still haven't found a spot for the Horde landing zone. I feel that almost if the Alliance landing is here, then the Horde landing could either be somewhere around this area, or alternatively it would be on the other side of the island, somewhere here perhaps. I don't want to go ahead and show you too much of that. It might actually be here. It's this is sort of like a nice nestled little area, although you're seeing a little bit over there a bit too far. I don't know. I have to think about it. If there's a spot that you've seen on the island that you think would work, maybe I just need to get rid of this hub area and turn it in. I don't know. I don't know. Just let me know what you think. Leave your opinions down on the comments sections down below. You all know that I'm very good at replying to all of your comments. Usually I'll get to them within a couple of days. Sometimes if there's some sort of like personal thing, it'll take me longer. But yeah, that's where we are so far. As for the potential Stromgarde rebuild, it's 95% complete. There's still a couple of things that I'm sure that if I showed it to you right now, you'd all love it. But there's still a couple of things that I'm not happy with, so I can't show it to you just yet. Whether that'll be the next video, I don't know. I believe the thing that I want to do for the next video is I want to have a channel update. And I really want to get everything sort of like regulated pretty quickly. Another thing that I want to ask all of you, and I might as well just turn around and look at you deeply and intently. I want to make the channel grow. It's been a while. I'm really happy with the support that you have all have given me. For those of you who have subscribed to the channel, who are tuning in every week to see what I'm doing, what's coming up, that's great. I'd like some help getting the word out. Some of you have posted some comments on the channel saying that I should post more of these links to the videos to Reddit. Reddit is a little bit tricky sometimes. I do some postings, but not that many, usually in places that'll allow for creators to post their own content. But there are other like subreddits, if you're into those, where it's not really, it's kind of frowned upon for creators to post their own content. Oh, look what we have here. We got a little ninja guy just going down there. All right, whatever. Yeah, so if you want to go ahead and post any of my videos on Reddit and say, hey, look at this is really interesting, whether it be Vanilla Classic, Vanilla WoW, or whatever subreddits are available, go ahead and do it. I'd be more than grateful to do that. If you're doing it for me and you want some credit, I'm more than happy to go ahead and give you shout outs or even put your names in the video at the end. Just like people on Patreon, because I want to make it grow. I'm happy, and I think it's good, and I'd love to take it all the way to 1,000. I've been a bit lazy with it in terms of promoting the channel. I really just don't do much promotion for it. But yeah, that's the other thing that I want to ask you, that I wanted to ask you or tell you. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember to hit the little bell so that you get the notifications. And until next week, where we'll have more stuff regarding WoW mods. Until then, everybody, bye-bye.